Hello, I'm Mike again. Today I'm going to talk a little bit how I made some money. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to help people make money also. I've spent, I'm 58 years old now, and I've made and lost a lot of money. Millions. I've made a lot, millions and lost millions. And you learn along the way. I wasn't always the smartest kid in school, that's for dang sure. I always wanted to go out and work. I was raised on a ranch and a horse training facility, and also my dad was in the construction business along with all that. Raised here in western Colorado. And so I got to drive tractors and bale hay and ride horses and brand cattle and fix fence and all that kind of stuff. And I became a mechanic very early in life. At about 12 years old, I took care of the baler and whatnot, and I had to drive myself to school when I was very young in a little old Willys Jeep pickup. But so anyways, I want to help people maybe realize my story so they can maybe make some money for yourself. So I kind of started buying and selling. I got a kind of a taste of that when I was very young. My mom and dad would go to farm auctions all over western Colorado, and then by the time I was in junior high, I was buying and selling stuff to kids in school. I would buy like a pair of skis for a few bucks at an auction, and maybe sell a pair of skis for $10 or something, things like that. So I always had the bug. I ended up buying and selling from auctions all the way into high school, and bought stuff from the government. The government has auctions, and I think in one of my earlier videos, I talked about a road grader that I bought for $2,500, I believe it was, and sold it for $4,500 the next day. I didn't even see it. Never did see it. So since then, I've just been buying and selling, and that hasn't been my only business. I've had two construction businesses. I've had a limousine business, welding business, welding and machine business. I got a list here I got to kind of look at here because I've been doing so much. My hobbies are buying and selling. I buy and sell a lot off of eBay. I have a fabrication business where we build construction products. We build rock screens, bedding boxes, concrete washout tubs. We build cattle feeders, and we're getting into more stuff all the time. I'll give you a little bit of a tour of my shop that I'm in right now. So some of the construction that I did was mine reclamation work, going on to mine sites, doing different work, closed old abandoned mines. I worked in the oil field, building oil pad locations for drill rigs. I did a little bit of diving. I had a regular recreational diving certification, and then people found out that I could dive in my construction business, so they'd say, hey, can you go do this for me? And I found myself in ranchers' lakes trying to work on their head gates, and I've even dove into a 50,000 gallon tank one time to see what was going on with a valve inside there. So I wanted to talk to you how I buy and sell a little bit too, and some of the lessons I learned. I'll give you a little bit of a tour of my shop here. So this is about a 8,000 square foot shop that we've got here in Grand Junction, Colorado. Our offices are back there. This is our paint bay. As you can see, they always clearing out their gun or whatever, getting the next paint in. We do some repair work on our own stuff. We brought this all the way back from Ohio to do repair on it. I bought this forklift Ritchie Brothers auctions for a really good deal. This is some of our stuff. We're going to World of Concrete this year in January of 2023. But just about everything you see in here, I bought at auction. That bench grinder, the rigging, This I bought at auction, this really cool auction settling cart. This is one of our rock screens that we build now. Welding tables, I get iron at auctions. Got that off of eBay, that nice forklift. There's one of our concrete washout tubs. Bought this at an auction called Purple Wave. It's a big old brake, and we bend a lot of iron with that. That welder there, bought at auction. Sometimes I get stuff for free. I bought that scissor lift at auction. Let's see, I got that shear at an auction. Found that really super nice bandsaw on a good deal on Craigslist. So I'm just sitting there constantly looking for things. And so anyways, there's our items that we have in our big old shop here. And there's kind of an overview of everything there. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, you know, things that I've learned along the way. It's not everything, but I'll be writing a little program on how to get into business for yourself, kind of a step-by-step on how to set up your business with the government, making sure you do everything right so you didn't get in trouble with the IRS, which I've been in trouble with the IRS pretty bad one time, and it wasn't fun. It took me 10 years to get out of that. But one of the things that I've learned, and I hang it up here in the shop, is do it right the first time, meet or exceed the customer's expectations, and strive for continual improvement. So that's something that we live by here. So anyways, talk to you a little bit about the do's and don'ts a little bit, and go from there. So some of the lessons that I've learned along the way is you got to focus on what you want, and you got to have a passion for it. If you don't have a passion and you can't focus, I mean, you're probably not going to succeed. If all you want out of it is money, probably not going to make it, because your passion is what really drives you. And maybe your passion is to just be rich, and that's okay too. But so when I mean focus, and what a lot of people don't have is focus. And what I'm talking about is every day that you wake up, hopefully you're excited to go to work in the morning. I mean, I'm here this morning, I think it's somewhere between 5 and 6 o'clock a.m. We don't work on Fridays. We have about 8 welders here. We work 4/10, so they're all off on Friday, but I'm always excited to go to work. I'm 58 years old, still excited to go to work. So I've literally made millions. I think I mentioned that before, and lost millions, but doing a lot better nowadays. I've learned my lessons, and that's why I'm here right now talking about it. So make sure you're focused. Make sure you're aware of things. I mean, do little things like being aware of how you're driving. Are you actually driving right? I see so many people, just an example, I come to work every morning, and people don't put their blinker on until after they've already turned. And it's like, so just being aware of what you are doing, stupid little things like that, to the big things like being aware of your bank account every single day, knowing what's in there. It's a condition of being successful, is what it is knowing what your finances are like. I started this company without borrowing any money. We started out in a 16 by 20 little rundown shack, literally a shack, and we moved to a 2,500 square foot building, and then right into this 8,000, a little over 8,000 square feet within 2 years. So I quit a job at 200,000 plus a year to do this, and now I'm being successful at it. I didn't think I'd make that much, but I just wanted to semi-retire, but it's a full-time job and I love it. Basically, self-discipline is everything you do. I mean, we wake up in the morning, get to work, start thinking about what you got to do. I write down lists every single day of what I got to do, and I'm going to write a book about it, and you'll be able to find it later on Facebook here. And the other thing is when people go into business, they decide they think they need to have a partner. Don't go into business thinking that you have to have a partner. Try to do it yourself. Now, there is a little bit of a trick there. Sometimes I see more times than not businesses fail because the spouse, they're partners with their spouse. And so when you're partners with your spouse in a business, the thing about it is you're with your spouse all day long, and then you're spending the whole night with them, and it's not the best thing in the world. It's not, to me, it's not healthy. And there's some businesses that succeed very good at that, but I don't recommend it. So the other thing is if you're going into business because you're afraid and you think you need someone to be afraid with to help take some of that scare away from you, then you're wrong. If you're scared, it's a little bit of good feeling in there to be scared, because you got to do better every day. It gives you a little bit better drive. So don't think that if you do go into business and you think you need a partner, don't call them a partner. Go into a legitimate, you can go into an LLC or a corporation, depending on the state that you're in, but most generally, just call it a corporation. You have written up how everybody's going to do. And one of you, if you're just going to be two of you, make sure that one of you is in control. Like if it's your idea to be in business. The other thing too is the other person's got to have passion about that. And if they have passion, and then it takes the load off of you on everyday decisions. So one person, I found this out the hard way. If it's just me by myself and I'm trying to make decisions on what to buy, what jobs to bid, or whatever it is, supplies to get, or whatever it is, or just not having enough time, and I don't take enough time to look at other things that might be available, opportunities or whatever. So you got to have that other person there to help you along and help you along, help each other. So to me, you find another person that's just as passionate as you are, kind of matches your personality a little bit, and then you're on your way. But I think that's really all I want to talk about today. But keep on watching my videos, and I'll keep on helping you. If you have any questions, subscribe to me and write, something to me. If you don't like me, that's fine too. I don't care. But anyways, good luck. Got any questions about going in business, holler at me. I'll answer you as soon as I can, and have a good day.